Is this a system that just favors the people who are able, or who have the power, who have the connect, and who have the right to go after this justice?
Sadly, when things like this happen, I'm not trying to fault, the security, agencies or operatives completely for not doing enough, right, to address sad incidents like this. But I think it's very, very important. You don't even need a policeman to tell you. You don't need the National Orientation Agency to come on board to tell you that if you're stepping out of a house to a location that whether you're familiar with it, because now crazy things are happening almost every now and then. Nobody can be trusted. You can only trust yourself. Even sometimes you get to doubt yourself. So if you're going to see a friend, be it a boyfriend, because it's beginning to look like people are dating their enemies now and even getting married to their enemies now. It's really, really sad and unfortunate. But if you're in a relationship with a guy, I think there are some signs that you definitely would see that would actually give you the impression that this person cannot be trusted 101%. I'm not trying to fault these girls. It's really, really sad that these destinies, great people with great future or bright destinies, their lives have been cut short, right? But if you're actually going to start a relationship with someone, of which might not really be the case with them, and you're going to see the person, even if you're coming to work, for me, I always share my location. I always share location with my siblings, because we actually have like a general WhatsApp group, right? And I always share location with them, and they start laughing like, if you started again, you're going to the market, you share location, you're going I'm like, please allow me, because I know this is the right thing to do. God forbid, if anything happens to me, you can easily track, right? Because when these things happen, the most unfortunate part of this thing is when these bodies, get recovered, you get to realize that they had even started, rotting or decaying. And that's because when these things happen, you might not really know almost immediately that this person had disappeared suddenly. So the best thing to do is to share your location anywhere you're going to, unless your hands are not clean. If you want, even if you want to Wakakuru Kere movement, share location with someone. It might not be your relative, it could be a friend that you actually trust. Please share your location with that person, so that if you tell the person, I'm going to this place, I'm going to spend like just 2 hours, and after 2 hours, there is no update that, I am back, I've left this place for another location, then we can easily raise alarm, honestly. And then to the security, operatives or agencies, when things like this happen, of course, the public would want to know the reason, exactly what happened, no matter how fishy, no matter how sensitive it is. I think the public actually deserves to know. Right.
Well, this is, like I said, becoming an increasingly concerning situation right here in Nigeria, and especially in the FCT. We've seen these things happen time and again. What is the reason for this? Is it perhaps, these ladies are out there, they want to follow the big boys, but regardless of that, people will make the choices that they want to make.
The Ember months are here already.
Is it justifiable to take the life of somebody else?
It is not.
Let's see who we have here. Right, guys, this is the conversation for today on the General Open Banters. The numbers to call are 090-7353-00 and 44, or 09087668888. Now, you can also leave us a message on WhatsApp letting us know what your thoughts are about the conversation for today on 090-9705-44 and 50. Remember the conversation we had yesterday? It was just a prep for this particular conversation, because when we are talking about parents being open enough to their children, things like this are the reasons. Children are not comfortable enough telling their parents their whereabouts because of how the parents might react. It also contributes to these kinds of things thriving in society. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, I greet you, Mata.
Yes, good morning. Welcome and thanks.
I greet all listeners. Oku is my name.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us.
First of all, let me condemn any kind of killing.
Okay.
It's a barbaric to kill fellow human beings.
Yeah.
But I want to ask, I to tell Nigerian youth. At least I want to ask question, who legalized this boyfriend and girlfriend? Is it our religion, or is it our culture, or is it our constitution? Tell me who legalized this boyfriend and girlfriend, that they will stay together and they're sleeping together. Who legalized it? Tell me. Yeah, you see all this gate, they'll continue to die. It's unfortunate. How can you go and naked yourself before men because of money? They are buying phone for you, this and this, give you food. You go and naked yourself, they'll continue to die. You tell me it's a hardship. Who is not facing hardship? Because most of these kids, they come for all these high institutions. But you follow men here and there to get the money and this and this, to pay school fees. So it's unfair. I condemn any kind of killing. I'm not supporting it. But these girls, they are following boys here and there, especially all these Yahoo boys. That's why they are dying anyhow, like foul. If you say that you will not train a gay child, as if you don't like them, I like them. But the character of these girls, let me reserve my comment.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
You know, the thing is, talking about legalizing, nobody has to legalize boyfriend and girlfriend. Like,
I believe you were a boyfriend to your present wife before you got married to her, right? And it is not even nobody says you must sleep with your boyfriend, right? Because he is.
This lady was not even living with the boyfriend. She came to visit. And she was still killed. So, allegedly killed by the boyfriend. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, welcome and thanks for joining us on the show.
Yeah, this is Mayor.
Hi, Mayor. Talk to us.
Yeah. You know, I like the conversation that maybe you are here, you are saying now.
Okay.
Some people may not listen now, but I want to maybe to use this podium to tell parents and guardians and maybe you have a children. You know, this is time maybe the Bible say that teach your children in the way of the Lord. When they grow, you cannot depart from that. You know, some people, maybe let me not say only guests, people are looking for something that maybe their father never buy. They are looking for iPhone. They are looking for, how about the BlackBerry? Where BlackBerry is now? Because of yourself, you kill yourself because of BlackBerry. That time, you don't go with that. See, you can never follow life. Follow the right thing. See, when you teach your children the way of the Lord, pray for them where they are going. Teach them that somebody that maybe you don't know, that maybe this crowd is the end now. Because of that, you are going with somebody extra that you know that this person is not spiritually stable. You sleep around like a goat. Oh no! It's not. Let us be realistic. What we are doing. That's why you see some people that maybe they are going on the road, if you just force them, they will just fall and die because they've already used them already. Yeah, God have mercy upon us. Because I'm still saying it. Train up your children in the way of the Lord. When they grow, you cannot be far from that. I hear the conversation the last caller say that Bible didn't legalize boyfriend and girlfriend. He said get married. Adam get married, and you are saying that about maybe the lesbian. Do you see God he hates lesbian. That is Sodom and Gomorrah. God hate them away because God hates lesbian. I don't know. You're going to see a lady now. You're going to say, and there's nothing concern me about man. There's nothing concern me about woman. Hey, you are own.
All right. Thank you so much for that contribution right there.
Yeah. Okay. I think the first caller, he says something. I think his name is Oki or something.
Yes. Okay.
I don't even. I think Oki.
Yes.
Yeah. He said something about the girl child and why it becomes really it becomes more of like a tall order for a parent, right, to train the girl child because of the misfortunes that they bring to the family and all of that. It's not always the case, all right. Most of these girls, we are not trying to like posit now that these girls actually died as a result of
promiscuity.
Yes, promiscuity, or they were not contented with the little they had. But as a parent, that's why it's very very important. Whilst it's okay for you to train your child or your children in the way of the Lord, I think it should also be a wake-up call to potential parents as well. If you don't have what it takes to cater for a child, do not bring a child into this world yet. Because some of these children or some of these girls that are doing these things is not necessarily because they are desperate. It's because they don't have they can't even afford a decent
I don't think that
meal or something.
I try as much as possible to dissociate not having what they need with what the decisions that they make, because we see people every day who struggle,
right?
We know what it takes us to be here every single day. We all have that struggle that we go through, but the difference between you and I, or the difference between you and anybody, is the choice that they make, and the choices that you both make. That's the difference between anybody right here. So I don't want a situation where now selling your bodies or now behaving a certain kind of way should be attributed to the lack of the things that you have. Yes, we know that some of these vices we see in society is the lack of the basic amenities contributes to these things in the society. But yes, some people raise upright children regardless of what they have. They don't even have much, but they raise very upright children. So you see, again, it's a child being able to be content with what they have. And again, the whole conversation, most of the stories, it's not even as if the ladies went out there to go and look for men for money. They were actually in a relationship with these people.
Well, you know,
look at the athletes in Kenya that was killed. She was actually in a relationship with that person, and she was killed in that relationship. So if you ask me, I think it's more of a gender-based violence, and yes, gender-targeted violence, or a case of just crime, basically.
You know, whilst it's okay for, you know, people from very poor background to raise, you know, upright children who are doing well for themselves without necessarily going to sell their bodies, you know, for money, I think we should not shy away from the role and responsibility, you know, of parents. It is very, very important. I tell you for a fact, where I come from, there are parents. Now, as we speak, they even celebrate their sons.
Yes.
The internet fraudsters, aka Yahoo boys, when they peak, quote unquote, they get to celebrate them. That oh yes, so this one has been able to like eradicate poverty. But so it tells you the mentality of some parents that we have in our society.
Not just parents. I saw
it. It's even worse that you do this to the girl child. The girl child comes to you to tell you that, oh, dad or mom, I need money for sanitary pad, and you tell them that I don't have money, or we've not even eaten. You're telling me about sanitary pad. What do you want that girl child to do?
Do you know that this thing I saw a tweet yesterday, and it was talking about how certain landlords will build a house and say, oh, we don't want to rent out they don't want to rent it to single ladies. That's one. They don't want to rent it. The house is going to be 7 million naira, and they don't want to rent it to a certain kind of people, they said. And then the person under that tweet says, you are already calling a specific kind of people, specific kinds of people. How many Nigerians who work 9 to 5 jobs and you say you want a working class can raise 7
amount of money?
How many Nigerians annually? How many Nigerians? Let's be honest. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning. Hope you're coming back.
All right, let's hear you quickly.
Okay. My sister, we have professors in Nigeria.
Yeah.
We have religious leader. Let them answer my question. Who legalized boyfriend and girlfriend? Who a boyfriend will a girl will start prepare for a mother or for a father's house, go to boyfriend and free. Who legalized it?
Still
is it our religion? Eh?
We can't blame religion. I think it's
we can't attribute this to religion. We can't attribute it to religion.
Is it our culture? Is it our tradition? Tell me. How can you tell me? Okay, how can you tell me a girl will go and sleep with a man you don't know where he come from, naked herself?
I think he's taking it out of context.
Yeah,
because
I think.
All right.
Please just hold your thoughts, right? I think back then, what was obtainable was the fact that if you see a woman, or if you see, is it an egg? They say I've seen
a flower
in your compound, and you want to go and pluck the flower. That's if the flower is ripe enough. You share your thoughts with your parents, your family. You go to the flower's family, right? And you make your intentions known. And then if I think there's a way they do it, they could actually betroth, the lady to you and all of that. And within a period of time, they rush up everything and then they get married. But that is not what is obtainable now. Again, it all boils down to the fact that the only thing constant in life is change.
Upbringing.
And not just to, justify the fact that this generation, we are taking things to another level.
Let's take this call and then we'll expand that. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Mata.
Yes, GB, good morning. Thank you for joining us today.
Yes. All
right.
Is that Efe?
Yes, please. Efe.
Okay, that's a good combination.
Thank you very much.
Let me say this. You see, the issue of boyfriend, girlfriend, either the origin, whatever. When you talk of a friend, people can be friends without any other thing in it. If that is called girlfriend, no problem. But today, in our society, we're so corrupt that when you mention boyfriend, girlfriend, people talk of morality and all these things. When we were secondary school, there are girls that will go to their house. Even the mother will ask you, this is your person. I've not been seeing him. I've not been seeing her. And there was nothing between us. We just try to share. We just try to do our homework together, physics and chemistry and the rest of it. There was nothing. You know what I'm saying? That is friendship. But on that way around, when people say girlfriend, boyfriend, they try to think the other side. But look at it today. When somebody leave his father or may leave her father and mother's house and go to that, while the parents are aware? That, let's question that. I don't know how old that girl is, but the one I heard about, they were around 18, 20, 22. They were still under their parents. They are not single, living separate. Even if your father, even if you are 25, you are still living within your parents. They need to know your movement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This all about 3 or 4 stories I heard about. They never knew what happened in Kogi State recently when a boy of 22 killed a girl of 17. That girl is schooling in Kaduna. I don't even heard about that story. And he buried or something. Say he want to use that. He saw on the internet. Somebody say he can use something. That girl did not tell the parent where he was going. What I'm saying is that if you are living somewhere and nobody know your movement, or there are a lot of people that say girlfriend on internet, they throw gifts at them, they buy things to them. They now say, can't you visit me? I mean, you have been friends, I've been this and this. Based on that, I've even seen one that they pay his flight ticket to is it Imo Abia that happened?
They call them
he
Sabi
came
girls.
there and they use her for ritual. I'm telling you what is happening today. So what I'm saying is that that girlfriend-boyfriend relationship, they need to question it. This person that's relating with you have not met, giving you flashing giving you gifts and the rest of it, sending money to you. You should know that something is hidden somewhere. Like somebody is saying, in those days, before you invite somebody to your house, say, this is my wife. The parent will investigate. In my home place, they even go to the native doctor. This girl they're talking about, who is she? They will go and ask about the family background. Are there any mad people? Are they happy? They have sicknesses.
You ask all of that from a native doctor?
Yes, in African communities.
I'm telling you,
African communities.
they go to the native doctor and ask, say, this girl, how is their family? Do they have anything? Why is the full shot of this marriage will be? I'm telling you the background I have.
Yes.
They will go and native doctor. These people come together. How is their full shot will be? What I'm saying is that, but today, people just come and say, this is my boyfriend, this is my girlfriend, I'm going to marry. The parents do not know anything about it, and they even freeze the wedding day. They just want the parents to say, yes, I agree or not. And that is what is happening today. And that's a lot of marriage are broken up. People are talking of the one that are not getting married. There are many one who are even use their so-called wife for ritual. I've seen a play where a lady killed the husband during sleep. And when the husband even killed the wife in the house, because of what? Faulty foundation. My summary is that let's warn our girls and our boys. It's not only it can be on the other side. Before you go to any relationship, make your due diligence.
Yes.
Who is this person?
Yes.
What's his background? Try to ask some questions. There's some questions you will ask. And in stammering, you know that something is happening somewhere. Before you start to visit the house, while you're on internet, while you're online or in the school, ask some questions before you have to say, let me go and see him, let me go and see her. Ask some questions.
Thank you so much.
Conclusion. The Bible says, teach your child in the way of that law. When he grow up, he will not depart from it. Foundation matter.
Thank you. Thank you so much, GB. Thank you for this contribution, because I mean it's a very salient point, and it's something that we need to hammer, particularly for this generation that we find ourselves in. You know, things are gradually becoming, the wrong things are gradually becoming the trends.
Right.
You know, you see parents say, oh, I was even seeing a video one time when they were talking gentle parenting, and they're saying, oh, if a child does something, you don't need to flog the child. There's no need, eliminates flogging completely. I tell us all the time here that I'm from a traditional African home, and there's a time to flog a child, and there's a time to use the word to correct a child. They say spare the rod and spoil the child. It means that there's a time, these things can be interchanged in the upbringing of a child. You can't always use the word of mouth. Children their natural disposition is they want to do what they want to do, you know, so they need to be guided. You know, when they say that the brain of a child, I said all the time, is tabula rasa. It means that it's completely empty. Right? Whatever you put there is what remains there. So if you don't take out time to meticulously put something in the mind of the child, right? Let's take it away from religion now, where we're saying train up a child in the way the child should go and all of that. If you don't meticulously, consciously try to write things that are substantial, you know, build values in your child, you know, whatever you see eventually is what you're going to get.
You know, but come to think of it, he said something about a young girl of 18 who actually went into a relationship at the age of 17. You know, you begin to question, you know, the place of, you know, the parents. If they were absent-minded the whole time, or they just turn the blind eye. I know, of course, that I think that's actually very typical of the Gen Zs, right? The Gen Zs that we have now. You see a girl of 17 is driving a Mercedes Benz.
Let me tell you,
and you begin to even you at your age now, you begin to question yourself, what am I doing? Have you been working too hard or smart? They tell you they work smart, they don't work hard. So somehow they're trying to wash away the place of hard work.
And I think we encourage these things
and diligence.
We encourage these things by saying, "Oh, it's a Gen Z. We leave them. That's how they are. Oh, it's Gen Z. We leave them. That's how they are."
There's a song that actually speaks to this trend. Ameno by Gona. Is it Gona Amena? Yes, Goya Amena. I think that song actually won an award.
Yes.
Because I remember, was it 2021? Sometime in December, videos like this were in circulation of this internet fraudsters, aka Yahoo boys, taking the lives of girls just for rituals. And some of them were even bold enough to make some of these videos very, very disturbing videos. But of course, I guess they wanted to pass a message.
Yes.
All right. But do we learn from this?
Do we listen?
This okay.
I currently am on a case where they're talking about a 16-year-old being raped. Now, it's okay to condemn rape. I condemn it on 100%.
Right.
It's rape. Nobody should be raped. Nobody should do that. I was telling you that about a certain school. I think it was Esut, or what's the name of the school now, where a young boy was being raped by two other boys, at the back of the school in the university. Now, this particular 16-year-old went to visit a man. This man is about 40 years old. And she's like, "Oh, it's my friend. He's my friend." You're talking to a 40-year-old man. Now,
at the age of 16.
Like I said, I condemn rape, and I'm not going to victim shame a rapist.
A rape victim.
A rape victim.
Yeah.
But again, what gave a 16-year-old the audacity to visit a 40-year-old
man
unsupervised?
Are you not loved at home?
It's a complete shift. It's a complete drift from what we know. And the moment you start to talk about it, a lot of conversations will be coming up. "Oh, this person doesn't know what she's saying. Oh, it's a Gen Z. That's how it's meant to be." But let's take more of these calls. All right. Let's see who we have here. Hello. Good morning. All right. I'm trying to work on having to hear you clearly. Hello. Good morning to you. All right, so welcome and thanks for joining us on the show. Please hold on. Oh, yes, can you hear me now? Hello, so. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to make sure that we all hear him. All right, please do call us back. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mata, and then my beautiful sister there.
Yes,
good
welcome. Thank you, Elder. Thank you for joining us on the show.
Noja is my name.
Yes, good to have you.
Mata, we can't leave religion out of it.
Okay.
Me, based on Bible. If we go to book of Leviticus,
Leviticus, yes.
Yes, 20.
Okay.
Read it.
Okay.
In that place, anybody commits fornication supposed to be stoned to death.
Okay.
And then Jesus Christ came to this earth, they asked him that question. He said, "He did not come to condemn the law, he come for law to fulfill."
Yeah.
And then after Jesus Christ, Paul go to book of Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 5, started from 20. Adultery and fornication, and then all these things, they can never see the kingdom of God. Only the spirit of Jezebel approve boyfriend and girlfriend. Did you know, say if you follow Bible, any girl when they don't enter, it's not right. It's not have right to marriage again. Have already defined.
Okay.
A girl to leave my own daughter now, will leave my house to her boyfriend's house and go and spend the night there. He has fallen our word already. Matter how much he will take you as a civil servant now to buy high food. Go outside, you will see all these girls with slippers.
Yeah.
Without work, they don't have anything to do.
Yeah.
Even if we give them work, they can't do.
Carrying
They are using
iPhones.
iPhone.
Human hair.
Look, my own daughter in the school now, you carry iPhone, come to my house. Where did you buy it? Is it the school fees I pay you or this and this? It's not possible. So, familiar spirit, if the person approve the boyfriend and girlfriend,
All right.
in my village, anybody when went to marry you, you come to your family,
and then introduce himself.
Right.
And then the day where you are going to visit them, your friend must accompany you. You can't get alone.
Okay, thank you so much.
And then you go and come back.
Thank
so
you.
It's just a spirit of JJF. Introduce all these boyfriend and girlfriend.
Okay.
In their custom, it's not approved. The religion is not approved. Thank you very much. God
Thank
bless
you
Nigeria.
so much. Thank you, Elder, for that contribution. And something that he said, yes, you're always accompanied by somebody every step of the way, just so that your movement is trackable or is traceable. Let's see who we have here. Hello, good morning to you.
Mata.
Hi, so good morning.
Morning, can you hear me now?
Yes, can hear you clearly.
Okay, Mata, I want to start with, first of all, morality, right?
Yeah.
That is where we lost it. It has now become the issue of who play the pipe and detect the tunes. If a 15-year-old girl is bringing food in the house, right?
Yeah.
She can go to anywhere and nobody will question her. And then I want to discard that information of the issue of boyfriend and girlfriend. Matter, there's no market that when you want to get married to, you cannot go to that market to go and get a wife.
Yes, you have to
first of all have to start with association.
Yes, I agree.
You have to get to that person. Let's now forget the fact that in those days it wasn't like that, because now people who are not supposed to be parenting are the one parenting, who are supposed to be under parenting are the one parenting. So there's an issue. In those days, it wasn't that way. So first of all, we're talking about girl child. Let's also talk about the boy child.
Yeah.
Because the girl child is going to get mixed with the boy child.
Yeah.
Those people who get killed, they don't get killed by themselves. It's the boy child that commit that atrocity, right?
Yeah.
So let's train the boy child that when you bring something home, when you earn more than you're living, we won't accept in our homes, right? Yeah. So you won't go all way out to just get a Benz to impress anybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we need to train the boy child first, because the girl child is getting mixed with the boy child.
Yes, to protect the girl child.
And then our value first. Like, what would you take? Like, you see 15 years, 17 years, carrying what they're not supposed to carry. And the parents are there. When you ask, they say, why is your problem? Come on, Motafu, come on, I for a person waiting. I didn't. What did they say? Come on, I for a person money, Abi.
Money, yes.
But let me leave it for other people.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So. Yes, these are the issues, and we honestly need to do better. We need to do better with raising children, because I remember, like, I always like to use the example, like my home, for example, because I knew the hell I went through. Now, at that time, I thought it was hell. At some point, we all even accused our parents of not being our real parents. We accuse them, like, you hate us. Why
especially
you
the mothers?
We all accuse our parents of not being our real parents. But looking back and seeing that you have something restricting you beyond what the Bible says, beyond what you see out there, there's a greater conviction that you have. And Christians call it the Holy Spirit. Like, you have it in you where you know what to do. I know Muslims also, they can't relate to this because they have that spirit in them of discernment that tells them, oh, this is what I should do, this is not
the right thing to do, do it. This is the wrong thing, don't do it.
Your parents will not be with you forever.
Exactly.
At some point, you are going to have to make those decisions
for yourself.
Your own. But again, we honestly need to do better, because like Soso has said, the girls do not kill themselves. It is the boys who kill the girls. It means that we need to do better.
We also have girls who kill their boyfriends.
We know that, but it's populated. The scenario between the boys.
Maybe the cases with the guys are
underreported.
Yeah.
Yes, I get that too. But we need to also raise our boys properly, so we don't have to look for how to protect our girls. If you raise them properly, there will be no need for you to shy the girl child or protect the girl child away from the boy. Why do we want to deal with the flowers when we can deal with the root of the tree? So it's basically instilling the right values. I know some of these things we claim it has become obsolete, because when we talk about these things, some people are like, why are you talking about this? Not what is obtainable. You who is upholding the right value, you are the one who is seen as somebody who something is wrong with
you. Yeah.
The people who do the wrong thing are now a lot more populated than the people who actually do the right thing. So that's why it's looking like doing the wrong pays much more than doing the right does. So it's a thing of concern, and if we continue like this, we will gradually have a society that is a failed society, and a society that becomes completely inhabitable for both boys and girls to live in. At some point, we the parents or the parents will start being even afraid of the children that they raise. We have seen sons beat their mothers. We have seen daughters, talk down on their
all of
mothers.
these not the end time signs, the Bible,
but it comes from somewhere. Yeah. The family is the smallest unit of the society, but it is the most powerful unit of the society, because mindsets are being formed from the family.
Right.
Ideas, values, principles.
Monsters are also being raised
from the
right
family.
from the
A
family.
thief is from a family.
Yeah.
A murderer is from a family. A good person is from a family. It all starts from the family. So let's take it as a point of responsibility today, a call to responsibility. Don't overlook your children. Don't overlook the upbringing of your children. Don't let the teachers do it for you. Don't let the pastors do it for you. Don't let the neighbors do it for you. They can contribute to raising your kids, but let the foundational ideas of your children come from you as a parent.
Yeah, another thing too, whilst it's okay for parents to always be very prayerful, always intercede, for your children on their behalf, but it does not end there. When you see something funny, if you see signs that are strange, unusual to you, there is nothing wrong with you sitting your child down and having, that conversation. Very, very. In fact, it should be dead devil. Don't be shy. Because I think a number of parents are actually shy. They always shy away from your girl child. The moment she starts developing, the right things in the right places, and that there is every possibility that she might start having guys chasing after her and whatnot. You have to start engaging her, have these conversations with her.
Yeah.
Sex education is very important, but this is something that mothers always shy away from. And the fact that people even say that it's not the responsibility of the father to have sex education chats or conversation with their girl child,
all of you,
I think it's actually it is relative, right? It all depends on who you're dealing with, right? But it's actually very, very important beyond prayers to always have these conversations with your children.
Yes.
Don't be too busy.
Yes, because
don't be too serious.
Yes, imagine having changes in your body that you cannot explain. Imagine having those changes in your body,
and then your child is constantly waiting for mommy to explain these things, and you're not there.
See, we honestly need to do better, and I think that's the summary of the conversation that we're having today. Yes, Christian, Muslim, pagan, whatever you worship or whatever you serve, it's a call to responsibility. It's an eye opener. We need to do better with raising children.
Absolutely.
We need to do better with making them comfortable around us. Comfortable to have conversations with us. It is super important. Thank you guys so much again for being here. Thank you so much, my darling.
Thank you. I was waiting for that.
It was an amazing conversation because
sure it
you
was
were here. Okay, so maybe we should quickly take this message and then we head out. This one says, good morning, Martha, and your colleague. This is Mr. Uche from Central Area. It's a thing of regret to note that there seemed to be a total breakdown in family values and upbringing. The reasons are not far-fetched because of the erosion of parental control consequent upon the economic crisis and the inability of parents to provide fully for their wards. When a child is well looked after, it is very difficult for such a child to look outside. Instilling the right values in a child without the needed provisions will hardly yield any good result in our present environment and situations. Whatever the case is, do what it is that is within your power as a parent to raise up these children in the right way so that you don't get to regret your decisions eventually.
Absolutely.
Thank you again for being here. Feminism Lab somewhere within the premises already choking on me to leave the studio. But yes, I'll be out in a minute, and the next time when we get back, we'll be talking open mic. Please keep it locked in here. It's Martha and more Ife. Never forget that. We'll be right back.
No offense to the commercial.